Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jason Tatum.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Pritchard and White are their guards. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. And for Chicago, they've got Josh Giddey, who's jealous out there with the Okoro. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Ivy in at the 2. Okoro passes to Collins. RJ, here we are about the middle of the season. Where are these teams putting their focus right now?
Some are already monitoring their conference position, but this is the time to stay focused on being healthy and just playing good basketball every night.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Pass to Buzelis. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Outside Tatum. Picked by Vucevic. Takes a 3. Collins grabs the miss. Now the Bulls with it. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Ivy. They get the rebound.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
The Celtics have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Tatum passes to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Giddey. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Ivy kicks to Giddey. Pass to Okoro. Now Giddey. 6 to shoot. Collins a screen on Pritchard. Here's Giddey. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Well, Josh Giddey provides a Ford General's mentality, RJ, in a 6'8" frame.
Yeah, he sees the floor extremely well and prides himself on his ability to create easy looks for his teammates, especially in transition.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it." And what does his team want from him? He said, be aggressive, don't defer. And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Guys?
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Collins, good.
And once he got got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for Boston. Sam Hauser comes in for White, and it's Gonzalez in for Pritchard. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, there was a bit of uncertainty over the summer about whether the Bulls would stick with Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Hey, Shams, thank you very much.
And we talk about how long Gonzalez is. There, he showcases it on the offensive glass.
Here's Gonzalez. Drills it from outside.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Collins passes to Giddey. Back to Collins. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. In the corner. Tatum with it. Picked by Vucevic. Beyond the arc. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Ivy with the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Tatum looking around. Here's Hauser. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Very nice.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Celtics lead by 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
We've got Anthony Simon. He's out there with Jones. Sexton is out there with Jalen Smith. And it's Asenge in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Bulls trail by 11. Outside, Sexton. Tries the spin move. And Jones has it in the corner. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Garza. Takes it off the glass. Garza's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Queta. Exum deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot, and Queta gets it to go. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Both teams changing it up here. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Tre Jones.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Giddey, no one around him. And again, no good by Chicago.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Here's Smith. Following the basket by Derek White. And it's slammed in by Smith.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. A top 10 pick in 2020, Jalen Smith, Richard, played for 3 teams before his 25th birthday. He's seen a lot.
Yeah, that's such a challenge for a young player. I moved around a bit, but it was later in my career. Give Jalen credit. Despite the changes, he is still developing well.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back over to you, Kevin.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now here's Giddey after Jaylen Brown's miss. Giddey finds Smith. Again, the miss by Smith.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pritchard against Jones. Here's Cada. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. Trailing by 19, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You would have liked to have seen them make some adjustments and attack the rim, but they just kept firing from distance and couldn't get much to fall.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Collins checked in for Chicago. Jaden Ivey comes in for Tre Jones. Vucevic checked in for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Sam Hauser. .109 left in the first half. Tatum with it. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. To the middle from 8. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Tatum. Vucevic has got 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Collins a screen on Pritchard. Here's Giddey. That one off the back iron and out.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And here is Brown. A 14-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. Last outing for Boston, they won that game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Brown with the bucket. 6 points for Jaylen Brown.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And so it's Boston, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Boston Celtics.
Their bench came in ready to play. As a starter, that gives you confidence when you have to come off the floor.
Yeah, you know they know the second unit has their backs. Like I've got you guys.
Hard to find a better bodyguard than a 7-foot sheriff. It's time now to take a look at how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
Well, it's always an honor to be selected, especially if it's your first All-Star game. It's just a sign of respect.
And some newbies trying to make their case. A couple of great candidates out there trying to close strong. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Pritchard and White are their guards. And it's Vucevic in at the 5.
And this is what you want Ivy doing, attacking lanes to the rim with confidence.
It's Brown on the wing. The 3. Collins grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 21. Here's a Okoro. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Tatum. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Right side Tatum. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the night here.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. One shot.
One shot. One shot.
One of the best players in the game today. Tatum's work ethic and hunger to win more championship is special.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Vucevic, a screen on Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. From down in the low post, it goes. Vucevic has got 8 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Chicago calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. The Celtics second.
The 3 has become a major weapon for them over this stretch. Great movement on the perimeter. They're not taking any bad shots.
Giddey finds Okoro. Back to Giddey. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Here's Pritchard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And Vucevic throws it down.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vuce setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Bulls have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Back to Giddey. Now here's Okoro. White covering. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Giddey. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Vucevic's screen on Giddey. Pritchard passes to Vucevic. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Ivy. Pritchard against Giddey.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now here's Okoro. Not a lot of room. Puts up a 3, and the 3 ball is good. Okoro's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I mean, a 6'8" playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assists.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Trey Jones is checked in for Josh Giddey. Sam Hauser's checked in for the Celtics. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Vucevic setting the pick for Pritchard. Pass to Vucevic. Inside. Here's Pritchard. Clock at 4. Tatum with a screen on Jones. 11 feet away. Tatum no good. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Back to Ivy. Uncovered. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Pritchard. A 3 ball. It's good from long range. Pritchard's got 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Now, here's Collins. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's Brown with the 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the 3.
Here's Ivy. Rebound Boston. Vucevic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Vucevic setting the pick for Pritchard. And so it's the Boston Celtics having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And here are the Bulls now. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. We've got Anthony Simons. Jalen Smith is out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
That is downright unguardable. Simons knows when to go for it.
Launches a 3. Gonzalez's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Giddey gets it to go.
And I know Giddey would rather shoot 3s straight on, but being versatile makes him even more effective.
Now here's Gonzalez. To the inside, Garza, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And the Bulls making a change here.
Mind the lanes.
Collins
Mind
is
the
checked in. Cameron
One shot.
Payne's checked in for Boston. That free throw good from Giddey. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, 1, hungrier, 2, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
Here's Jones after the basket by Boston. Giddey, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
So the wing on the left. Now here's Payne. For 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Simon's on the wing. Pass to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Back to Simons. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Walsh. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Giddey. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. 14 points here for Josh Giddey. Celtics leading by 23. Pass to Walsh. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Giddey. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Jones, no one around him. Smith the pass to Collins. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. No good on the triple. Boston has gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Boston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Vucevic.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
So it's the Celtics now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Walsh. And again, Boston with the triple.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And it's Smith missing. Here's Walsh. Can't connect. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. With Richard Jefferson and Craig Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And now we present the player of the game, Nikola Vucevic.
手。